Any presidential visit always takes a long time to prepare. It is unprecedented that a visit of such importance as the meeting between the President of Russia and the President of the United States was arranged within such an unusually short time frame. Were there any difficulties? As a journalist, of course, I was a little nervous, because I received my visa at the last moment. But were there any other organizational difficulties? Indeed, the preparations had to be done within an unprecedentedly short period on the one hand, but we are now in an unprecedentedly unusual situation. At the same time, President Trump is demonstrating an unusually unconventional approach to resolving the most complex issues, something that is viewed quite positively in Moscow and by President Putin personally. President Putin always reiterates that for us it is preferable to settle the Ukrainian conflict through political and diplomatic means. And President Trump, as it turns out, sincerely wants to assist with this. In this case, we see the mutual political will of the two presidents to resolve these issues through dialogue. This is very good. Let's see what this meeting will lead to. As for the logistics of organizing this visit, they are not simple, and it has not been an easy process. Remember, the Americans had, in effect, forgotten how to issue visas during this time. You mentioned that you received your visa late. Well, they had indeed failed to issue such visas. 3.5 years ago, it was the Americans themselves who initiated everything related to our bilateral relations, including the closure of the consulate. Naturally, there is still a lot of inertia in these negative processes, and it is not easy to return to normal procedures, to all the details associated with carrying out standard, routine bilateral interactions. Nevertheless, as you can see, we are on the plane now, heading for quite a challenging trip. Our delegation is traveling. It is a fairly large and representative delegation, and the main thing is that there will be direct contact between the two presidents. The president also has a regional trip planned along the way. The president always uses such long trips toward the east to also visit various regions, combining regional work with his international agenda. This will be the case this time as well. As I understand it, there is a sort of trick here, even more work, given that in the Far East there are many hours ahead of Moscow, and then in Alaska, many hours behind. Yes, it can be confusing. Effectively, in one day, the working schedule will last, essentially, for 2 more days. Yes. You know, sometimes a single day lasts longer than a century. And also, after it was announced that this meeting would take place, Yuri Viktorovich Ushakov said that the Americans had made a certain proposal to the Russian side, that they came forward with some sort of initiative. Can you tell us more about this? Well, yes, there was indeed a very productive and substantive visit by Mr. Witkoff to Moscow recently. There was a good conversation with the president, during which, let's say, signals were exchanged between the two sides. These signals were received, these signals were sent, and that ultimately became the basis for the very summit we are now heading to. Yuri Viktorovich also mentioned today a so-called narrow format, when the presidents speak one-on-one. Yes, that will be a tete-a-tete conversation, and afterwards there will be a meeting with the delegations. We will, of course, also expect a press conference, a joint media briefing by the two presidents.